We're starting to explain the shvili1, the sefer, the Kitzur sefer that explains the methodology, the map of Likutei Moharan. It's a very important way of understanding how Likutei Moharan works. And if you see in the picture now, this is just the name of the sefer, shvili1, and all of these dots are different topics, and we have a computer program that connected all the different dots. So we have here a mind map of all the different topics and how they connect to each other. So we're going to explain in detail each Torah, Bez Hashem, and explain how the Likutei Moharan is built, and show examples, and explain each Torah according to this. And also, Bez Hashem, we're going to learn Likutei Moharan inside and understand how to map out Likutei Moharan, how to understand all of its details. Okay, so we're going to start off by explaining some basic thing, the basic methodology. So here is the Haderech Bechlal. The way that we're going to go about understanding Likutei Moharan is like this. Haderech hu havanas haksharim bein bechinos v'akesher shebein hachavilos habechinos. The way is understanding the connection between the concepts that are being discussed and the connection of the concepts themselves. So the two very important things is each topic, what is it, and how to get from one topic to the next topic. So the type of connections that Rabbi Nachman uses in Likutei Moharan are three. Haksharim Bechlal Hem Gimel. The types of connections that at least we're going to discuss, which are the main ones that he seems to be describing in Likutei Moharan, are three things. The first one, Hu HaKesher HaBachinos Shepirusho Shebachina Aleph Shava LeBachina Beis. The first thing is similarity, showing that topic 1 is similar to topic 2. So this is a very, very big theme in Likutei Moharan. The word is Bachinos. It's called a bachina when two things are the same bachina. That means they have a common denominator. They're very spiritually close and spiritually similar. We're going to learn more about it as we show examples. Now, about this, the Rebbe said, if you look on the left, it says, the Rebbe said in Sichas Haran, Kol HaTorah Sheli Kula Bechinas, here on the bottom, it says, my whole Torah, all my Torah is really Bechinas. That means that if you summarize all the Torahs, you could really, really, really divide them all up break them down into pieces of Bechinas. And through that we could understand how all of Likutei Moharan works. We can understand all of Likutei Moharan through the spectacles of Bechinas. Another way of understanding Likutei Moharan, the Rebbe says, and this is another aspect which we're going to analyze inside each Torah. Habeis hu kesher shel hagdamas, shal davar aleph hu hakdama o eitzah ledavar beis. The next way is the idea of leading. A leads to B. So this is going to be called, I'm going to call it Hagdama. This is what I understand that the Rebbe is referring to when he says, in Likutei Moharan, he says, Amar kol HaTorah sheli kulo bechinos. That all of my Torahs are all Hagdamas. And he says this in Sichas Haran. And the third way we're going to analyze is the Pnimius. The Rebbe in Likutei Moharan is going to show us how one thing is a Pnimi, is more internal than the next, and he's going to show us in detail how each thing is, how one Bechina, let's say, is actually the Neshama of another Bechina, or how one Hakdama is the Neshama of another Hakdama, and it's a very important thing we're going to follow through in each Torah. Now, the method that we're going to use to the computerized or paper form of this, we're going to have pictures showing each one. This is here on the key to understand how what we're going to be drawing. And when we have two boxes like this, two blue or red boxes, and there's an arrow between them, in general, we're going to be showing that one is Hakdama to the second thing. That by doing A, you get to B, or A causes B, or A is advice for B. And in the red boxes, we're showing the same thing. Just everything that's red is going to be something that's bad. So if he's talking about bad midas, how let's say kina leads to taiva, or anger leads to loss of money, or to all sorts of other bad things, that we're going to draw it in red. And each box is going to be a topic which we can learn and understand. It has tremendous depth in each topic. And each connection also is going to have tremendous depth. And we're going to try to go into as many as we can according to the situation. Also here on the left, we're showing how these different these cones, these cylinder type things, where one is going to be inside the next. If we could imagine the inner one is actually the upper one is actually going down into the second one like a glove. Like if you have one cone and you have another cone, and the second cone is actually going inside. So we're just showing that it's more internal and going inside, dressing up inside the external one. This is how we're going to show levels upon levels, sometimes 3 or 4 levels, how one thing is deeper than the next. So each thing that's higher on this chart, on these cylinders, is going to be deeper and more pnimius, and everything that's lower or more external is going to be more chitzonius. Okay, now we're going to start. We're going to start some more texts in understanding how what the Rebbe said and understanding the methodology of the Likutei Moharan.